Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Corner. Are you ready to do some crafting with me today? You are perfect, because today we are going to be celebrating Valentine's Day. Now for Valentine's Day, we usually get, well, Valentines from people. And we need somewhere to put those Valentines. And usually for our classes, we have a big party where people bring us Valentines and they put them in our mailboxes or different boxes we create. And today we're gonna be making one of those. I have a really cool hot air balloon one we'll be making today. Do you know what a hot air balloon is? They're really cool. People go inside them and float up. And today we're gonna be making them just for our Valentines. And it's super simple. So let's make a craft. So our first step with our craft is to get, well, a box. I'm going to be using a small tissue box here. You can use a larger one. Right now, I have one of these, but as you can see here on the top, there's an actual top here, and it's gonna be hard to put things in. So I'm gonna cut this part off. Now, if you have a larger box that has a flap, you're gonna do the same thing. You just want this to be an empty top so people can just put your Valentines right in them. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna cut off our top here. It's a super simple first step. And what I like about this craft is we get to be very creative and you get to actually put your own twist on it. So this box can become pink or blue or whatever color you want because it gets to represent you. And that's a really cool part. So now we have the top cut off here. So it's just an empty box, you see that? Now it's time for us to do our next step, which is to cover the outside of the box. I could leave it this design, but I want to design it myself. So you can use wrapping paper, cardboard. I'm gonna be using some craft paper today. And to get into the spirit, I'm gonna be using pink. But like I said, if you have a favorite color or whatever you have at home, that's the cool part. You can change it to whatever you want it to be. So I'm gonna take my pink craft paper and now I'm going to line it up so that it's going to kind of go around, fold around. If you've ever wrapped a paper, like a gift for someone before with wrapping paper, you're gonna wrap it around just like that. But this is a little too big. So what I'm going to do, and I'll show you too, it's super simple. I'm gonna line up my gift, or not my gift, my box. See, now I want a present. We're gonna wrap our box here, but I wanna make sure that it's the right amount. So I'm gonna do a line with my ruler, so I know I cut the right amount to wrap around my box, because I don't need all of this. And now the highlight is this doesn't have to be perfect. You just need it to cover our box. So now I'm gonna cut on my line and then we'll wrap our beautiful construction paper around our box. Now with this part, you can use glue, hot glue. To save me some time, I'm gonna use some tape. So I just have some clear tape here. And it might even help you to tape at first so it holds it in place as well. And then you can glue. But I'm gonna go with one of my edges right here. And I'm gonna just do a rough tape to make sure it's just in that spot. And you see how it's on here now? And I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna make sure it's wrapping around our box. And you see how it's covered now? Perfect. Let's make sure we get that bottom covered. And now I'm gonna tape it here. There we go. And now I'm just gonna cover the rest of the box. We have our box all wrapped up. Now it's time for us to do our next step, which is to make our little support poles for our balloon. So I'm gonna take some of these crazy fuzzy pipe cleaners. I think you could use like straws, they're pretty sturdy, and even some other pipe cleaners if you kind of reinforce them by putting two together so they're nice and strong to hold up our balloon. I'm gonna choose some pink and red. And the easy part with this is I'm just going to tape them in the inside of the box. So I'm gonna have them touch all the way to the bottom of the box so that I know that they're the same height. And on each of the four corners of the box, I'm going to put one of the pipe cleaners. So let's go ahead and we're gonna tape it in the inside, but just to make sure that I know they're staying in their place, and as you can see, there's fuzzies all around me because these are really fuzzy, I'm actually going to be using some duct tape. So it's a little bit more sticky. And of course, I have some pink duct tape so we can match our theme today. And all we have to do is put our pipe cleaner in, and I like to wrap it. I just like to put it already on our pipe cleaner, and you see how I just covered that one side. Then we're going to put it inside of our box so it's touching the bottom, and then all I'm going to do is press that tape inside the box so it stays there. And voila, we have our first one. And then we're gonna put on our other three. All right, so we have all four of our poles here to support our balloon. So now it's time for the really fun part, like the most fun part, picking out a balloon and blowing it up. So I'm gonna choose pink to match. You can choose any color you want. I'm not gonna choose pink to match because that one has a hole in it. All right, we've got our balloon here. The most unpleasant sound. And now we have our balloon to put on top. Now again, you can use glue. It's gonna take a while for it to dry. I would not use hot glue because this guy is gonna pop. So this time I am gonna use tape, but I am gonna use the clear one so that it really doesn't show up when we're putting our balloon on. Do you see my balloon running away from me? Now we got our balloon attached to the outside of our hot air balloon. Now we get to decorate the outside. And this is when you get to be super creative and put whatever you want on there. So if you want a color, if you want to put stickers, I'm gonna put some stickers on and you get to help me, okay? And like I said, this gets to be anything you want it to be. I'm gonna keep it more of the Valentine's Day theme. So I have some heart stickers. So maybe let's start with a heart sticker. Where are we thinking? Should I put it somewhere in the middle? All right here is good. We'll put it on right here. That's a good pick. Right in the center. And let's put some hearts around it. There we go. How does it look? It looks really good, especially because you and I made it together. I'm excited to see what yours looks like too. So make sure you try this out and celebrate Valentine's Day with your loved ones. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.